I just played it recently against Roxa, and I learned a little bit of things about it, and I got a little bit of tech, so let's go over it. Garchomp's dig is done with forward A. Now, the ender is like minus 24 if they actually end it, but usually what they do is they jump out of the ground, and they use, they come out like that, and then they do like, so what you can do is you can actually do forward A, R, and then, see, I think you can come out and you can do like X. And then if you come out of dig with B, then this is actually safe. So normally this is minus 12 if you grab it, but if they dig into that, it's safe. Now here's the thing. You used to be able to just forward Y Garchomp out of dig. This isn't a very safe option to come out with. But now, if you see them digging, then you can just pop Rotom and it'll hit them out of the dig. So let's go ahead and demonstrate this. So they're gonna rotate between coming out with the hop or with the jump. And I'm gonna hit them either way. So that one didn't actually get a full combo, but that's okay. So yeah, Rotom is super good against that. Now you're gonna be baiting this out with Psywave. I think that maybe throughout 1 or 2 level 2 blasts, but for the most part you want to be just chilling, and then if you're charging this, also if they start digging, then you can vortex them in that. You see that slash? Oh yeah, if you keep going for the slashes, that'll also hit them. So you see that if you start charging, they start doing that crap, and then it's like, oh, hold up, I'm slashing you out. And that level 2, the second slash, you can slash them out the ground. This is a really good beat right here. You go ahead and slide, you go for that shoulder. Field phase is mostly going to be staying near Garchomp and waiting for it to dig or waiting for it to throw out some unnecessary stuff like this. This move is safe. It is actually safe on armor too if they do it meaty. But it's not safe on whip, so go ahead and whip punish that. This move, quite annoying, but when they start charging that, usually this is your chance to do a jump Y. This move, okay, so this move right here pierces and it's plus on block. Usually you're not going to get any range to actually block this entire thing unless you block this, which drags you all the way over there. However, that move right there is not a counter pierce. So when they're doing the jump Y that's charged, just counter that and then CADC. If you have almost no life, sometimes they can hit you with this jump Y, but a lot of times they can't. Garchomp's walk speed is really fast, but really it's going to be wanting to do like a lot of this stuff. It's going to be wanting to like lunge at you with like Dragon Claw. If you see Garchomp moving towards you at all, then that's when you're going to want to do jumping Y and 2 reflect or any of that other stuff. And then a lot of times they're going to start trying to dig. And again, if you've landed fast enough and then you see them start digging, immediately roll it. You don't want them doing any of that stuff. Garchomp, you're going to try to chip out the shield. It's going to take quite a significant amount of time, but you will get it down. You will get it to run into a lot of your pillars and things like that. But you really just have to be patient and treat Garchomp very similar to how you treat Scissor. You're going to have to be in field phase for a long time if you want to shift safely, but Garchomp can't really safely hit you either, so you'll win that Roar of Attrition. Now let's get into dual phase. Dual phase, obviously you would want to use Pillar if you have EV, because Garchomp actually, if you notice, it went from having the fastest walk speed to the slowest walk speed. If you picked Eevee, that's going to be good. But if you're stuck with Rotom, don't really worry too much about it. You're going to be able to do this to get rid of Rotom if you do it preemptively, but if they start jumping at you, or if again they start doing big, immediately Rotom that. That's minus 24 by the way, so just remember that. They're going to be wanting to do a lot of this stuff. Release X, they're going to be doing it a little bit lower than that. They're going to do it like that, and that's actually plus. We're doing a lot of, hold on, that's plus 4. For the most part, you really just want to be out of that range. But the best way to keep it out is with the level 2 blast, but they're not going to really want you to be doing that stuff, so they're going to be wanting, oh, I'm going to just dig and hope that, you know, I'm fine. So a lot of times what they're going to do, they're going to do like this. They're going to dig. They're going to hold X like that. are like, let's see, how do they do that? I know they dig and then they come out of the ground with X. They're gonna dig, they're gonna come out the ground with either a dive kick or they come out with a release X, or it's honestly like if you're charging sideways, that's what's gonna provoke this. So it's gonna provoke the dig, that's what's gonna provoke the Dragon Ball. You can slash them in Vortex or slash slash slash. Shadow Mewtwo is gonna be wanting to bait a lot of that stuff, but at the same time, if you don't really feel like baiting, shoulder check. Garchomp has issues with that. It's gonna try to jump X, which is safe, and then it'll bounce you if you're in the air. You're ready to anti-air that, get a full combo from that. For the most part, Garchomp has issues with jumping Y because it doesn't really have a good anti-air. I prefer to try to cross it up instead of landing like right in the front of it, but cross out works. Landing in front of it's okay too if they're just doing 8x or 8y, because 8y doesn't really do too much damage. If you block this, then like if you tap into it and you actually block this move is invincible once it actually starts up now. I don't even know if you can whiff punish it anymore. Here's the deal though. This starts up in frame 3 is when it gets armor, so if you're meatying it, then it's not going to be able to use that move. Meaty Pillar, Meaty 6x, and you can grab it when you see this. You just can't like attack through it anymore. But if they're that type of player that's just doing this, they're going to be a lot easier to beat. Because it's not like Fire Punch where they can just wake up with it. They're going to get bodied if they're waking up with this. And if they're doing it in pressure, then you can grab it. Because Fire Punch is kind of range specific, but as long as you're near Garchomp, you can just like grab it. There's 5x. That's not safe. 1, 2, 3. 4x is safe. But they're both like lunges. You're going to want to whip punish these if you can. But just remember, if you block 3 hits, that it's not safe, and if it's only 1 hit, that it's negative, but it is safe. So really, Garchomp's just going to be lunging at you all day. That's just how all Garchomps play. Even the best Garchomps, they just do that. So you're going to be wanting to keep that out with some blasts, and then start slashing them if they're going to try to dig through you. And then jump over them if they get too close to you. Reflect is a pretty good option to stop. Like let's say they're +4, they reflect. They're gonna want to start doing this stuff to you, like wall mix-ups and stuff. But like obviously, side strike can get you out of that stuff if they're going for the actual throw. But a lot of times they're gonna they'll like, because you can cancel this, so they'll go like they'll cancel it into how do you do that? Yeah, they'll cancel into run, and they'll do this. If they start running, so 1, 2, 3, you give them the run. If they hold the 3rd hit, or the hold the 3rd input, and they have to commit to something, but they can commit to a counter, they can commit to an attack, or they can commit to grab. So they can commit to any of the attack triangle. You really just don't want to be in the range of them when they're doing that, obviously, but when they're in this is just a legit mix-up. It doesn't matter if you can react, because they can cancel it at any time. Let's say you could, if they charge this all the way, mid-screen, I think they get a combo. Oh, no, they don't. Okay, so I think they had to be kind of close to the wall, too. The biggest thing here, honestly, is just that they can start charging, and then you can try to react, and then they can like go into that stuff, which will hit you if you're trying to jump. It's a true mix-up. Try not to be in that situation. That's the biggest thing. Now let's end this. This is how you deal with Garchomp's burst. Extremely simple. I will pour through it. Next I do this face. And there you go. All the other characters, they gotta do this thing where they like do this like delayed back dash at the end. It's like, hold on, let's try to do it. Yeah, I think it's like you let go of block. Yeah, it's, but just teleport every single time, because you can never kill yourself teleporting. So teleport forward is what I always do. Alright, anyway, that's it for Garchomp. Very short, very concise, but it's a very simple matchup. And Thanks for watching my Shadow Mewtwo guide. This is actually the last guide that I recorded, even though it should be in alphabetical order. And I hope that these have helped you out significantly. And it's been a blast.